Transmutation isn't this wild, magical, mystical thing that's out of your reach. Transmutation is just about how are you going to respond to the moments that come up in your life. Active alchemy is knowing in the moment when you fuck up and you make a mistake that you have to account for it, humble yourself, course correct, and immediately look for a solution. Y'all, welcome back to another Rich Life Daily Check-In with your girl, Amber Rich Book. If you're new here, y'all, welcome. We have a lot of new followers. I know many of you all have come here from my Janet and Michael video or even from my YouTube shorts. Nonetheless, I don't take it lightly at all. Be sure to join my arichbook.com email list. That is the Rich Life Collective. There, you're going to get a freebie identity fracture finder that's going to show you those gaps so that we can begin moving towards wholeness. Okay. Back to what I'm talking about. Y'all, today I had my first yoga audition for the studio that I did my 200-hour class at. And I practice and I had my flow written down. Like right now, I can go through my flow. But in the audition, my mind went blank. Completely. Scarily. Frighteningly. Blank. And I was like, fuck. Like literally dropped the F-bomb. But I did that in my head. And so the point that I'm trying to make, y'all, is that life, like I say in my TED Talk, life happens for us, never to us, always for our benefit, never to our detriment. Anytime that I have experiences like this, I'm always like, okay, this is an opportunity for me to transmute. Now, the audition for the studio has happened before my community class that is happening on Saturday. And I told the manager, I'm like, look, if I fudge up today, like, I'm not going to teach on Saturday. I fudged up bad. And I was like, okay, so you can tell me not to teach on Saturday. And she's like, no, you can still teach. And then I go to look at my class reservations, and y'all, I only have one spot left in my class. I'm like, oh, okay, there's no going back. And so remember, yesterday's video was all about trusting ourselves and applying. I sat in my truck for an hour after the audition, y'all. An hour. But what did I do in that hour? I talked about it on Threads. I said, yep, I fucked up in my flow. Yep. This happened. Did I recover it? Yes. Did I still miss some of my poses? Yes. Am I still going to teach on Saturday? Yes. And so that is the power of transmutation. Transmutation isn't this wild, magical, mystical thing that's out of your reach. Transmutation is just about how are you going to respond to the moments that come up in your life? Are you going to beat yourself up? Now, I'm not saying don't be upset, because I'm highly upset. Rich Book is very hard on herself. That's just it. I'm hard on myself, but to me, I'm just I hold myself at a standard. I hold myself in high regard. And because I hold myself in high regard, I have these expectations of myself. And at the same time, it is undergirded and balanced through grace. That is how you actively transmute your life and those experiences. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to fuck up. And I think the biggest thing is that we think mistakes and fuck ups stop in childhood and adolescence. No, life is filled with experiences, and it's all about how we're going to respond to it. It's all because when people say life is a journey about learning yourself, learning how you're changing, who you are in this now moment. The old me, my previous identity, man, she would have walked out that audition. She would have got her truck. She would have went home. She would have cried. She would have sulked for a few days. She would have no-showed on her class. She probably would have just went off of social media for a while and never set foot back in that yoga studio. But you know what? I know that this is the same way that I'm talking to you guys. And I'm like, we started at 78 subscribers in June of last year. Now, I think we're only at 388 The numbers, it's not about the numbers, but it's about who am I reaching, the people that I'm connecting to, building my community, building the collective, and us collectively ascending and mastering ourselves together. That's simply it. That's my goal. And so like I was telling you guys, like, oh, okay, thank you for rocking with me. This video got 5 views. This video, I got another video that has 450 views. But my daily check-in videos are maxing at 10 views, 30 views, 43 views. No, like, that's okay. Because one day it's going to be 4,000 views. Then it's going to be 4,000 subscribers. Then it's going to be 10,000 subscribers. But right now I'm so grateful for the subscribers that we had. So now the transmutation looks like, y'all, this is part of my story. I'm able to tell people, new yoga instructors or people in the future, like, y'all, I completely bombed my audition and I memorized it. I even went to the studio. I practiced with the music. I practiced my cueing. I had it memorized. I practiced at home. I went through it with my family and I got there and I still blinked out. And guess what? And I still taught my class on that Saturday. And now I teach sold out, booked out classes. I host retreats. I work with corporates. I work with corporations. I work with brands. I travel and teach and facilitate. Oh yes, I own this. I own this studio. I own that studio. I'm an investor over here. I'm doing that. So the thing is understanding that the experience that you may have had is just a memory recording that you're going to speak about later in time. Now, how you respond to it, it doesn't matter if you respond there again, right? There's no good or bad. So how you respond to it is still going to be a part of the memory, because my memory could have been like, y'all, I walked out. Now, did I walk out? Yes. I said, let me go to the bathroom, and I had some tears coming out of my eye. Y'all, my nose still peeling from not feeling well. See, that's what I get from not looking in the, like, it's just dry. My sister said, oh, from like blowing your nose. Yes, but everybody, I'm so conscious because, you know, I care about how I look. But I know as you're navigating this life, when people talk about Delulu is the Salulu and being Delulu, it's just keeping your frequency. Someone asked me, how do you keep your frequency high? And I have this thing, and I shared it in videos before, that you can be high frequency and have a lower emotion, as well as being lower frequency and lower emotion. What you don't want to do is get into the low frequency, low emotion. You can be a low frequency and have high emotion, but that high emotion can help bring your frequency up, right? You can be in high frequency and high emotion. Okay, we going high. Okay, but when you're in low emotion and low frequency, the only place you're going is down. So either have a high frequency or a high emotion. Today, after my audition, I had a low emotion, but I was in a high frequency because I live by everything works in my favor for my favor. Everything works in my favor for my favor. Everything works in my favor for my favor. Always for my benefit, never to my detriment. These are the things that I share with you all. So even though it hurt and it's frustrating and I messed up, I know that it's part of my story. You have to know that it's part of your story, Divine One. You're so hard on yourself, and I can't even say nothing, because guess who else is hard on themselves, right? Guess who else is hard on themselves? Guess who else is like, this sucks, but it's not giving up. This is your making. Anything. And I shared reshared someone's post this morning that talked about challenges and hardness, and I said, you know, I teach people easy, effortless, and comfortable. But what most people think is that easy, effortless, and comfortable does not equate to hardness or challenges or difficulties. No, easy, effortless, and comfortable means that even when it's challenging, even when it's hard, even when you have these setbacks or these mishaps or these mistakes, that you're still like, okay, I'm getting through it. I'm still smiling, y'all. I still came to do my daily check-in video. I sat there for an hour in my car. I could have did the daily check-in video right there. And so how you respond determines the next outcome, right? So think about it like what you click on a website, right? the internet, you being here, is mirroring how our life and our reality works. If you click, I'm going to have a bad attitude and react negatively to this and roll up my mat and leave this studio, then the next outcome is maybe the relationship with the studio is tarnished, with the manager tarnished, with your peers tarnished. But then you can also click the next decision, which is, I come back, I apologize to the manager. Confirmation book. I said confirmation. It was from my books, because I be buying a lot of books, y'all. So they like, oh, you get 2 points on if you buy some more books. But then you can apologize. But then you have, everything is a choice and a crossroads of how you can course correct. So I had the choice to leave. I had the choice to come back. I had the choice to do. I had the choice to be upset and sit there with a pouty face. But no, I'm going to keep moving and allow myself to feel, allow myself to be frustrated, allow myself to move forward, because we are moving to our next level. This is self-mastery. This is sovereignty. Y'all, I love you, love you, love you. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for rocking with me. This feels so good. I'm glad that I came and did this daily check-in. It's a rainy day here. I made it to the gym today. I had an amazing session. I ran into one of my sister friends, and we had on the same color sports bra, same brand, same everything. And that's happened to us the past few weeks, honestly. We've just randomly show up and run into each other, and we have similar twinning outfits on. It doesn't help that we have the same birthday too, but we do. But I'm just here, like, to be your reflection, right? I am reflecting, y'all. And because of my real life experiences, because how I navigate through life, this is why people keep booking their sessions with me. So if you're like, yo, Rich Book, this is where I'm at in life. This is the clarity and activation that I need. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. I'm going to talk to you. We're going to work through it. And I'm going to show you where you are in this now moment and what are the next viable steps that you can possibly take that will create your desirable future. So y'all, thank you. I'll catch you on the next check-in. Until next time.